Okay, I think in this video I'm gonna upset some people. And the video has to deal with the CVO and how I believe it's a scam to get some money out of people. Now, you're gonna say, why? What's up, Hollywood? Where did you come up with this type of thinking? Well, for one, $50,000 for a motorcycle. Hey, if you have the money, spend it. You spend it the way you want to spend it. You work for it. But to me, a CVO is just like an Orange County chopper. You might be paying $80,000, and a few years later, the sucker's worth $5,000. Now, that's an extreme example. You know, Harleys usually somewhat hold their value. Now, the depreciation is going to kill you like it does on any vehicle that you buy new, and not including the interest rate and all that type of stuff. So you could be ended up paying a big bundle for a CVO. I get it. It's a limited production type of motorcycle. But does that make it the God Almighty of motorcycles? And the first thing that always comes up when you mention a CVO to anybody, oh, that paint job is just out of this world. Okay, I guess if you like having the same custom paint job as everybody else. You know, when I think custom paint job, I think about individual personality. I think about making that paint job a reflection of who you are. I don't want to share that paint job with everybody else. I just don't want to do that. And it was funny when I was reading this one article. It said specifically, CVOs offer luxurious design and high style. And I just started shaking my head. Yeah, the motor, one of the biggest things that people say is, well, people are going to go out and they're going to customize the bike. And if you buy a CVO, oh, it's already done. The motor, everything is there. It's already there for you. You don't have to worry about anything. It would cost you about the same thing as if you did it yourself. Maybe. I can see the engine, the 117s, I can see it. But when you start having people go and say, well, you get blacked out forks or chrome forks, you get choosing that style. What else does it say here? You know what? Just let me bring this up anyway. A blacked out or chrome forks, trim covered hardware, a custom designed chin spoiler, upgraded passenger pegs, floorboards, remote lockable saddlebags, ergonomical design leather seating, and a key fob. So yeah, you get a key fob that is only available with CVOs. Man, you got to pay that extra couple $1,000s to get yourself a key fob. Now, again, I have to say, only, according to this, and Harley don't let out their estimate of how many they produce, but this one's saying a few hundred to several thousand CVOs are made annually, which if you're a collector, cool. And like I said, if you got the money to spend, cool. But I'm just not buying the argument that the CVOs are, how can I say this? The CVOs are the everyday biker's motorcycle. I'm not buying that argument. Then they go on to say it comes with automatic braking, RDRS, reflective defensor rider system. They're not lacking the Milwaukee 8 117. Now, this was from 2021, but it does have a freaking benefit for 2023, I guess, if you would say it. Yeah, the different paint schemes, fine. Again, I'd want it personalized. And before you say, well, you're just mad because you can't afford, well, you know what? I've heard that one before. I have 2 bikes sitting in the garage right now, and every 2 years I flip them and get more bikes. So money isn't the problem. I just do it the smart way, and I don't see putting all my eggs in a basket for a bike like this. For one, for that kind of money, I'm going out and getting a Mustang or Camaro. I'm not putting it on a bike. And I look at it as maybe it's different in the southern states like Florida or and out in the west with California or Arizona, where you ride the motorcycle all year round. But an investment like that in Northern Illinois or in the Midwest, it just doesn't make any sense because you're only riding it 6 months out of the year. Again, what do you all think? I just think it's a big freaking... Maybe Harley Davidson is just going to the one crowd. But what I have noticed in a lot of dealerships lately is their product or their bikes, there hasn't been too much on the sales floor. I went to our local dealer and there's basically nothing out there, but what is out there is the more expensive bikes. So that is their strategy, it's their business. And I'm just throwing out some of my thoughts on the CVO. What do you all think? Do you think it's a scam, or do you think it's an investment, purchase, whatever you want to say? Do you like the CVOs? And if you do, is it just because of a paint job? Because let's face it, when they say the latest technology in that bike, it's just like a computer. It's going to be freaking extinct in 2 years. So what are you really getting? Don't forget to like and subscribe every Monday and Thursday right here on Insane Wheels. We'll be having a new video. Gonna challenge that mind, debate a little bit. Rock on.
Goodbye, vamoose, adios, ciao, so long, hit your hat, Jack.
#1 internet biker radio show is now available on Spotify and all major platforms, including iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, and more. Don't forget to become a subscriber on any one of these platforms so you can be notified right away when our weekly episode is uploaded so you never miss an episode.